What's up, everybody? Welcome into the studio today. We wanted to go over floor plan and how we came to decide on a floor plan for our bus build and some of the considerations that we took in coming up with this design. So we went through about, 10 or 12 different versions. We knew a lot of what we liked, elements of other people's builds that we liked from watching their builds on YouTube and tours and things like that on Instagram. And so we knew a lot of what we wanted elements wise. And then as soon as we bought our bus and we knew the exact dimensions of our bus, we started scribbling down ideas, and then we took that to graph paper, and then we would iterate and change things around, and then finally we came with something that we liked enough to put into the computer just to visualize it better. And then once again we iterated a few times until we came up with the design that we currently have that hasn't changed in months now. And so that's not to say that nothing's going to change in the future as we build this thing out, but nothing has changed in a while, and so we are excited about that. And so that caused us to move forward. So let me share my screen here and we'll kind of walk through what we have. So this is generally our bus, right? Outside dimensions are 3909 by 8 feet. So when we factored in insulation, things like that, we came with these inside dimensions. And these are kind of rough, 3902 and 702. They're actually a touch wider than that, even after all the insulation and everything else. But, we wanted to be on the safe side. So if we zoom in here, coming into the bus, we have a dinette. Now granted, this is a lot of just generic furniture pieces that we pulled and we kind of scabbed together. And so we have a big dinette here that has a shorter bench on this side and then a longer bench on this side. And then the table and the bench will actually both come down at the angle like this. So we wanted to focus on having a dinette that was here permanently and that we didn't have to convert to meet our sleeping needs. We can convert this into essentially a queen size bed on this side and a skinny full on this side, I guess. So you could sleep two people, kind of one this way and one diagonally. But we didn't want to have to convert it. So this is going to be a table, I would say, more than 90% of the time. We're actually building up the floor underneath this dinette area. So the seat bench will actually be pretty high. The table itself will feel more like a counter than a table when you're standing in the hallway here. And so you have to step up in. And the reason we're doing that is we got to get over this wheel well on this side. There's a wheel well right here. So we need to get over that wheel well. And I didn't want to have long leg room here and short leg room here. So we're just lifting it all up, and we'll have extra storage under here. We'll also have the ability to run our ductwork underneath that floor in there, so that'll be great. The other side, we have a bench on this side, and then one of the changes that we haven't incorporated onto this this plan yet is that there's actually a triangular shaped cabinet right here behind the driver seat, and so the bench is here, and then there's actually a triangular cabinet. It goes floor to ceiling, and it'll hold coats and keys and other things when you first walk in the door. In this front area here, you'll notice that there's not really a big couch, and the reason for that is our living room is outside. We want to spend the majority of our time outside, and if we are inside, then it's because we're doing something that we need to do inside, or the weather's bad. And if the weather's bad, we would much rather have a table where our family can sit together, play games, work on puzzles and things like that. We love board games, we love card games. And so having a table that's there all the time is much more valuable to us than a couch. Working our way back, we have our kitchen, which is a double L style kitchen. And we really like this. It maximizes counter space, gives you a little extra floor space, and you can have somebody standing in this corner here and cooking, and you could easily walk behind. The hall style, you get a lot of counter space that way as well, but the drawback is that you're fighting for the same itty bitty floor space. This allows for a little bit of extra floor space. We do have a few changes on this. The stove will not be here, it will be here. It's going to be a 3-burner, probably propane stove, just cooktop. It's going to be here so that it looks out the window, and this is just a big island prep space that backs right up to this couch. The sink will actually be kind of more alongside the refrigerator in this area, and yeah. It also gives us the ability to have a wall here with a door on the side that even when the door is open, it gives you kind of that more, it gives you the feel of more separation between this front part of the bus, that's kind of the living area, and the back part of the bus, that's the bedrooms and bathroom and everything. So then moving back, we have a bunk room. So we have 2 skinny twin beds, the like RV style twin beds that are right here, and some nightstands with the ladder will be right here coming up the front of those nightstands. Toy storage here. There will be a dresser over here, and we thought about putting a pantry in here. We still aren't sure if we're doing this yet, but we have it on this plan just in case. Coming back further, we have our bathroom section. We wanted to make sure that you could have somebody using the toilet and somebody taking a shower at the same time. So separate rooms instead of doing a wet bath. And we also wanted to have the sink outside of that area. So the sink is in the hallway. This toilet room door, when it swings all the way open, will latch against the shower wall door here. And then there is a pocket door that we will put in this section right here. So you could close this pocket door, open this toilet room door, and then the entire bathroom is closed off. So you could step out of the shower and dry off the rest of the way instead of being stuck in this little 30-inch box to completely dry off. So if nobody's using the rest of the bathroom, you can close it all off and make it feel like one giant bathroom. So we really like that. This is our one of our clothes cabinets, and then our battery and electrical closet. We'll have our battery storage in the bottom. We'll have our inverters and our power distribution for our AC and DC power. We'll have 48 volt electrical system. And yeah. So then moving into the bedroom, we have a desk here. It's 32 inches wide. Just a little permanent desk so that we have a permanent workstation that you don't have to, again, trying to make it so that there's as little that has to be modular as possible. So we'll have that permanent there. And then the bed, be a queen bed. We'll probably actually slide it further towards this wall here, and then have some steps and storage over here on this side. One thing I didn't mention, we are going to have a 6-inch step up in between the corner of the refrigerator and this cabinet here. And so this whole floor will be raised by 6 inches. And then here, there will be another 6-inch step. And that will get us over the height of the wheel wells. It'll allow us to run all of our air conditioning and heating ductwork under the floor and through this cabinet into the underfloor area in the dinette, and all the way back into the bedroom under the floor. We'll also have some storage under there, but mostly be able to just run ductwork and get above the height of the wheel wells. Raising the ceiling 20 inches is going to help a lot with that. So then under the bed we'll have our water tanks, we'll have our water heater off over on this side of the bus, and then under the bus on on the what we're calling the non-camp side, the driver side of the bus, we have our mini split AC outdoor unit, the condenser unit, and we have our propane will be out there. We're doing the regular old barbecue style bottles, not the gigantic ones. And then, and so we just have like all of our non-camp essential items. And then we're adding underbay storage on the other side. So that will be really, really helpful. We got all kinds of goodies that we have planned in here. There's a co-captain seat that will slide out from underneath this bench with a cover over the stairwell so that you can have your co-captain sitting right up here with you. We have a cabinet with a drying rack built in, a ducted mini split air conditioner along with ducted diesel heaters throughout the bus. And so yeah, lots of fun little things hidden in here. Overhead storage, overhead cabinets. So one of the things that we did once we had this plan kind of really dialed in and finalized is we took it into the bus and we measured everything out and we drew it right onto the metal floor pan with Sharpie markers, so that we could see it in physical space, walk through it. We could stack boxes at certain heights so that we could kind of visualize where things would be and how narrow some of the gaps would be, and make sure that it would work for us. And not a lot has changed. There are some changes since this iteration here, but not a lot has changed, which is nice. But now we are preparing for the roof raise very soon, and then not too long after that, we're going to be covering up all of those really nice little markings that we just put on the floor with insulation and subfloor. And we need to be able to keep all of those measurements. So we're going to go out into the bus and we're going to transfer all of those measurements, those exact measurements, right back onto the plan. So I'm going to have Kadri come out and we're going to make that happen.
Pocket door measurement is 195 inches. Measurement of the bed width, 32 inches.
This one right here?
Correct. Measurement of the hallway gap is 27 3/4. Okay, what's the next one?
The next one is the one that's here on the wall.
Okay, that wall is 3 inches. The bunk side counter
Yes.
is 14 inches.
Okay.
And the hall side counter is 21 inches.
And we're done.
Yep, next page. What's up, guys? Okay, today's bus project, we have drawn out all of the measurements and the rooms and everything on the floor that currently exists, which is going to be covered up. This is the metal pan floor, where you're going to be putting insulation and subfloor on top of this. And we need to be able to transfer all of those measurements and all the lines that are currently on the floor to the one that is on top of it. I printed out the floor plan of the bus, and it spans 5 sheets of paper. So it's so there's the driver area, So this is the sheet that we just did that has all the measurements for the bathroom area and whatnot. And so we have a specific point that we're measuring from the back, and we're working our way measuring forward so that we have an exact point, a hard fixed point that we're measuring for our length. And then we have the walls that we're measuring for our other, our cross measurements. We have our wall thicknesses in there and everything. So I'm taking measurements. Kadri is scribing them onto our map here, onto our blueprint, so that we can, so that when it comes time to put the subfloor in, we can transfer all of these measurements onto the floor. Charlie is really helpful right now. She is providing entertainment. She's running the length of the bus back and forth. You can here for a little, little pitter-pattering.
I can't wait till she's able to run around with all this furniture. It won't be so easy, but she'll have so much fun.
I was trying to show her the
Messing and destroying all
Yeah,
of it.
she's just running straight through
Trying to show her you
furniture.
gotta give this one.
All this stuff.
You got your water? All right, got it all done.
This is our boss.
Kadrian's laying in her bed.
Charlie's bed.
Well, yeah, she's in
I'm
Charlie's
top
bed, I guess, because there's no top bunk yet. But we
Stop
got
the rules.
all our measurements transferred down.
I'm right here. Actually, I'm below that one. This one's my bed. Sweet.
Everything we need.